What up, YouTube fam? Dude, I got inspired today to go live today because of Uncle G. I saw him was going live, dude. He's hustling on the weekend, and I say, damn, dude, this guy's a billionaire and he hustling on the weekend. What gives me the right to take it easy? So I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and jump on and try to see if I can add some value to you guys today. But I want to talk about today, what I want to talk about is understanding your market and understanding your buyer. When you understand your market and when you understand your buyer, you're going to make more money on that same wholesale deal versus someone that don't know and don't understand the market. That's why people that been in the game for a long time, they typically get more deals, all right? Because they know how to talk to seller. They know how to negotiate. So they can get the seller to come down at a way cheaper price. And they just know their market and they just know their buyer way better than you are. That's all it is, right? So it takes time, it takes experience, okay? But here I'm going to give you guys a couple tips that I have learned, all right, to help you make more money on your wholesale deal than you currently already. Maybe you're not making enough. Maybe you're only making $10,000 on your wholesale deal. I'm going to give you a few tips that's going to help you going from just making $10,000 wholesale to maybe add another 5 to take that 10,000 to maybe now averaging between 15 to 20K. All right. If you're in a very cheap market, I'm talking about if you're in a market where ARV of the house is between like 100 to like 200,000. And if you're in a market where houses price are between 200 to 500,000, your average wholesale is probably going to be around 20 to 25K. Your home run is probably going to be around $45 to $50,000. And your grand slam is probably going to be, I would say, up to the $70K to $100,000 on just one single deal. I'm going to show you how to make an extra, like just to make that wholesale fee just a little bit bigger on the exact same deal. Okay, so let's rock and roll. Instagram family, head over to YouTube or IG. Should I keep Instagram live on and just because typically it's hard for me to like focus on both. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times you're either looking here or you're looking here. So what should I do? All right, let's rock and roll. So Instagram, should I leave the IG live on, or you guys want to head over to YouTube? Because I'm probably going to more focus on YouTube. Art said I'm going after the 100K deal. F the BS. Okay, so I was driving, and you guys got to understand. When you typically sell your deal over to a landlord, when you sell your wholesale deal over to a landlord, you typically will make more on your wholesale deal. Typically, all right? You will make more on your wholesale deal. And it also depends on where that property is. So, for example, in my area, if you get any property under contract that is close to the college campus or the university, typically, you don't want to sell it over to a house flipper, someone who's just going to buy, fix, and flip it. You know what you want to do? You want to find the landlord. You want to find the person that wants to buy it and rent it out to the college students. And for those of you, if you're looking to buy property in the college campus or around, around the university, instead of renting it out to a family. So in my area, the exact same house that located in the college campus, right next to university, if you rent it out to a family, let's just say it's a 3-bed, 2-bath. If you rent it out to a family, you might only get maybe like $2,000 back in rent or $2,000 in rent. But if you take that exact same house and you rent it out to the college guys or gal, dude, you typically, instead of making 2,000 on it, you probably make around, I would say in my area, I would say they're about $700 times 3. So about $700 per bedroom, roughly, depending on how good it is, how nice it is. But I'm just saying average. You can probably get up to $2,100 to $2,200 in rent. So you can probably get $100 or $200 more in rent, right? Which means increase the cash flow. And the thing is now, if you wholesale to a house flipper, they probably only pay you maybe 25K. But if you sell it over to a landlord, someone who wants to buy for long term, and it's a place for them to park their money, and they're looking at like a 20-year game plan, you can probably, instead of making a $25,000 on that wholesale fee, you can probably get up to like $35,000 on the exact same deal. So understanding your buyers and understanding your market is extremely important. Okay. Now, let me share with you another little secret, another little hack that you can make an extra $5,000 today. Like literally any deal that you currently got right now under contract, I'm just going to give you this simple little hack that you can make an extra $5,000 to $10,000 on the exact same deal. Want to know what that is? YouTube fam, man, you guys been silent. Dude, comment in the chat and let me know if you guys want to know what that is. Just a little simple tweak. The exact same deal that you currently got right now. I can show you how to make an extra 5 to 10K on it. Like today. Like you can literally do it today and make an extra 5 to 10K. Been in the game for 12 years. You got to be in the game for a long time to know this little trick. Okay? Let me show you this. Okay, all you need to do. Okay, this is all you need to do. Okay, Fernando? So let's just say you got the prop under contract, okay? And you found the buyer. Let's just say you got the prop under contract for $100,000. You found the buyer and you found the buyer, and the buyer, let's just say the buyer will buy it for like $110. Now that you got the buy in place, okay, you're going to have the buyer sign the assignment agreement first. Just have the buyer sign the assignment agreement so that way they're locked in. So your buyer's locked in at 110, right? Your buyer's locked in at 110. You got the prop in the contract for 100 G's. All you need to do, my friend, now that you got the buyer locked in, you got nothing to lose. So what you need to do, all you need to do is call the seller back. Now, this is before you tell the seller, hey, we're ready to move forward to close on the property. You're just gonna line your buyer up, have them sign the assignment agreement, send it into title, get everything ready. After that, after the buyer has already dropped off the non-refundable, right? The buyer has already dropped off the non-refundable deposit. All you need to do, my friend, you got nothing to lose now, okay? All you need to do is call the seller back and renegotiate. Let's just say you got on a contract for $100,000. Just tell the seller, hey, so here's what's going on with here's what's going on, kind of where we're at. And you just gonna tell them, hey, we're ready to move forward to closing, but there's just a couple issue. Okay. It seems like the repair comes up a little bit higher than what we expected, right? And then you just want to negotiate with the seller and say, hey, we're ready to get this thing closed within the next 7 to 15 days, whatever you got to agree with the buyer. And all you need to do is go back to them and negotiate and just say, hey, Bob, like, do you have any more wiggle room for us to work with? I mean, we're ready to move forward to close on this property, but it seems like 100,000 is going to be tight for us to make it happen. I was just curious, like, if we were ready to close on this, take care of all the closing costs, taking over the property as is, could you see yourself, come down a little bit on that 100,000 just to kind of help us out and get this thing moving forward? And bam, let's just say he said, yeah, I mean, so what are you guys thinking? That's what the seller would say, right? If you build enough rapport throughout this whole entire process, the seller would say, well, I mean, like, so what are you thinking? So what I would do is don't give him an even number. Don't give him an E number. Well, after a contract to kind of run through it, I mean, where we're at is, and then you want to start, I would start something like, hey, would you be okay with taking $91,570? And that's still with us taking all the closing costs, all the fees. We can get this thing closed for you in the next, 15 days, so all I'm asking is if you can help us out with $9,000 or $8,000, could you drop it, another $5,000 or $7,000, whatever it is. And eventually the seller will be like, yeah, man, I can't do the 91, like $100,000 already really, really low for me. But I mean, I really want to get this done. I can't do 91,570, right? So it makes it seem like you have done your math. So you're not just giving them like an even number. So the seller's going to come back and be like, hey, I can do it for like 95K. See? simple question. Call them back, and bam, you can get them drop $5,000. And now you got a buyer in place already. All you need to do is send an addendum over to the seller. You just need to send an addendum over to the seller and say, hey, the new purchase price shall be, bam, right? The new purchase price shall be $95,000. You do not need them to sign a new purchase and sell contract. You just keep the existing one, all right, and send over an addendum and just say what the new price would be and checkmate. That's right, baby. Checkmate. And now let's just say that the seller say, nope, I'm stuck at 100,000. If you guys can't make $100,000 work, done. I'm done. Then be like, okay, you know what? Let me chat with my team manager really quick, Bob, and see what we can do. Worst case, call him back in 10 minutes and say, you know what, Bob? I talked to my team manager. I really like you. You know, I really like you. I really want to get this done for you, Bob. So I told my team manager, hey, it's only like 9,000. Why don't we just eat it? And that's it. Boom. Worst case, they say no. You come back. You already got $100,000. You got none to lose. Bam. You still move forward. You still got your 10K. But if you would just ask them if they're willing to drop $5,000 to $10,000 off, bam, you just make yourself an extra $5,000 to $10,000 on that exact same deal. So imagine if you just do that. Let's just say that you do that. Let's just say that currently right now you're closing one deal a month. Let's just say that you make $15K per deal. Okay, let's just say you make $15K per deal. And if you were to do that on every single deal, and let's just say 3 months, you got one seller to be like, hey, you know what? Drop 10,000. You just close an extra deals. You just close an extra deal. If you just do that every deal, every 3 months, bam, you just close yourself an extra deal with the same deal. You just make an extra $10,000. Bam. Now, I mean, listen, if you are a hustler, you need to not go by the book. So whatever I tell you, it's not like you have to do it on every single seller. When I say every single seller, it's because we're closing a lot of deals. But you need to understand that seller. Hey, can I push the seller or can I not? Right? There's a seller where you'll be like, dude, dude, just get the shit closed, right? You don't want to go back, but there are seller where you built enough rapport with them where you felt like, hey, you know what? I think the seller might be able to come down. If we come in, we tell them that we're ready to go, which you already got a buyer that is ready to go, and you know that you can push that button, bam, you just make an extra 5 to 10 G's. Now, listen, I know that I'm going to get criticized by some of you. I know I will, right? And, you know, the whole thing about living your life, all right, is it's don't fake it. Say how it is. If that is you, just say it's you. And some people will like you and some people will not like you, man. Because I know, dude, by sharing this with you, because I do that in my business. And I feel like if I don't share with you, I don't know, man. I treat everything as business, not personal. If you want to do charity, right? If you want to do charity, go find an organization and donate. You know, Lon and I was talking about, running a business. When you run a business, my friend, it has to be profitable. So which means if there are people that are in your organization, that are in your business, that are not producing. So Lon and I were talking about, our employee. And Lon has to let 2 of them go just within the last 30 days. And Lon has no problem of firing and letting people go. And, and she was saying, hey, she doesn't want people there just to clock in and clock out. Like she need producer, people who produce, people who can make money. And she said, Khang, if you're not producing, we might have to fire you too. And that's why, I say that as a joke, but, when it comes to running a business, dude, it all comes down to is being profitable. Is your business, is it profitable or is it not? And you cannot, and this is why it's hard to hire friends and family. right? Because they think they're your friends and they're your family. They're just clocking in and they're clocking out. They're not contributing to the bottom line, and they're not giving you, like they don't go in there and they don't think of ways to, hey, how can we cut down? How can we cut our overhead? How can we reduce our overhead and increase our bottom line? So it's not just clocking in and clocking out, but they need to be an asset to your company as well. And if they're not, dude, you just got to do what you got to do. All right. And if you have trouble firing people, letting people go, dude, talk to Lon. Talk to Lon. She'll help you out. And, and the things I see a lot of, I've seen a lot of entrepreneur out there that have issue with letting people go, and a lot of times, dude, it's what caused their business to, plateau or kind of go down. And it is hard, it is hard to do, but as a leader, as a business owner, you just need to focus on doing what's best for your business. That's all it is. So you don't want to take business and personal, like you don't want to combine the two. So when I say that, when I share this little hack with you, some people will come in and I will get criticized, and I'm okay with it. When I decided to put myself out on social media, I'm willing to take, I'm willing to take whatever criticism that you guys throw at me. Some of you will come in and say, well, Khang, that's not ethical. Like, you shouldn't do that. Dude, all I got to say, dude, that's business, my friend. It's just business. And I'm sharing with you whether you want to do it, whether you want to use the tactic or you don't want to use it. I'm not going to judge you. You do whatever it is that you want to do. But I'm willing to be I'm willing to be the target for those of you who wants to criticize. But when it comes down to, at the end of the day, dude, is your business, is it making money or is it not making money? That's all it is, man. So, all right. Let me take some questions, because a lot of things that I do, man, I get criticized a lot, and saying, like, people said, Khang, wholesaling is not ethical. You're going in there, you're stealing people equity, yada, yada, yada. And a lot of people, dude, for some of you, that's the one thing that's hard for you to overcome to actually get into the game. And let me tell you this. If that is you, you can't be a businessman. You cannot be a businesswoman. Because sometimes in business, dude, it's a very fine line between ethical and not ethical. And, to me, like when I go buy a car, even if they sell to me for $10,000 more versus the exact same car to a different person, I would not say anything, because it's business. It comes down to is, dude, you need to learn you either learn how to play the game or be played by the game. Makes sense? So I don't point a gun into their head and say, hey, you must sell to me at this price. No, I come in, I learn how to play the game. I'm a negotiator. I'm a businessman. Okay. You want $100,000 for your property? Great. Right. But when I can negotiate and get your property on a contract for $80K and sell it to someone for $100,000 and make $20,000, to me, that is just business. You go to the grocery store, same shit. They buy something at wholesale, they sell to you at retail. Okay? And if you can't get over that, then maybe you shouldn't be in business. Because if that's your issue, you're going to end up losing money while trying to run a business. So you got to keep like business and personal separate. It's just how it is, man. And I put out a video, and I also get, I get realtor comes and criticize me about, wholesaling. Realtor comes at me and said, hey, dude, this guy is a scam. This guy is a con man and all kinds of things. He come in, he take people equity. Well, as a realtors, you're doing the same, as a realtor. Now, I'm not here to like talk down or badmouth any realtor or any agent out there. I believe in every single business, in every single industry, there's good people and there's bad people, right? Every race, every nationality, there's good people and there's bad people, okay? But a realtor comes in and a realtor be like, hey, you know what? as a wholesaler, he do this. That person should have listed with an agent. Well, as a realtor, why don't you tell them, hey, you need to try to list it for sell by owner first. Go that route. Do whatever you can first before you come to me. But instead, you're trying to convince them to list their property with you so you can make your commission. So at the end of the day, it really comes down to is money talks, bullshit walk. You convince them to list it with you because you want to make that commission, right? I negotiate them on a price where I said, hey, if you don't want to list it with an agent, if you want to go with an investor, you know that you would have to sell for cheap. And some seller, man, they don't want to list it with an agent because maybe they are a hoarder. So their house is just dirty and nasty and they don't want their family or friends to see it. They don't want you to put it online. So they'd rather go with an investor, and they understand and they're willing to sell it cheap. And, and we just did a deal that we could have wholesaled and make $150,000 on. But if we didn't come in and do that deal, the seller would have lost that deal, would have lost their house to the bank, and they would walk away with nothing. Nothing, literally nothing. And their credit get destroyed. So for the next 7 years, dude, they're going to have trouble getting a loan because their credit's destroyed and they walk away with nothing. But instead, because they called us as an investor, as a wholesaler, I went in there, I locked that property in a contract. I could have wholesaled and make $150,000, but we end up keeping the property for long-term hold because I didn't need any more I didn't need more active income, right? So with the same house, now the seller walks away. I think she walked away with at least $100,000 in her pocket versus losing it to the bank. So anyways, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you live your life. It doesn't matter what you do. You will get judged because everybody looks at things differently. Everybody lives their life differently, right? You might do this and you might think it's right. Someone look at it and might say, hey, that's all wrong, but it's okay. At the end of the day, dude, do you. And a lot of times people, I think there's some of you, not all of you, but some of you are people pleaser. You're out there, you're trying to do all the right things to please other people. And then all of a sudden, bam, you wake up 5 years from now, dude, you're the one who's unhappy because you're living your life for somebody else. I was just talking to someone else the other day. He went to college because I said, dude, do you want to go to college? He said, no, I hated college. But he do it for his parents. Because that's what his parents want him to do. And I can tell you right now, dude, 8 years from now, that guy, dude, that wakes up 8 years from now, he's going to freaking hate his parents. He's going to be like, because he put his dream on hold so he can pursue what his parents wanted for him. He didn't like it at all. But he said that he didn't want to tell his parent that because he didn't want to let him down. I'm telling you right now, dude, at the end of the day, dude, all your parents really want to see you is for you to be successful and happy. That's all it is, man. And they think that college is the only path for you to become successful. They just don't see any other route. And and a lot of times, dude, you just have to say, no, this is the path that I want to go down. 5 years from now, dude, you become a multimillionaire, driving home with a Rari. They'll be buy them a house, retire them. They'll be like, oh shit, that's my son right there. Dude, no college degree, and that guy just killed it. They'll be proud of you without a college degree. When you buy them a house and retire them, dude, they don't even care if you're a high school dropout. Yep, my son, they will proudly go to their friend and brag about how you are a high school dropout and made it to the top. All right? And I tell people all the time, dude, it doesn't matter who you are today. What matters is who you are tomorrow. Nobody will remember you 5 years ago, bro. But they don't even remember what you did 5 years ago. My family and friends now don't talk about how I used to live in a shed. They all said, damn, yep, that's Khang now driving around in the Rari. Okay, so let me take some question here. Hey, Khang, I bought your book And I love it. Oh, for those of you, if you don't, on Instagram family, listen up. Dude, over 500 5-star review. All right. YouTube family, if you haven't grabbed my book and you're new into the game, you're getting into the game, dude, it's the only book that you need to be successful in wholesaling. On YouTube, go to WTMbook.com. And if you end up grabbing a copy, if you have Kindle, you can download it for free. Dude, if you end up grabbing a copy, if you read through it, if you can do me a favor, and this would mean the world to me. If you can drop me a review on Amazon, it will mean the world. Now, Instagram family, if you're on IG, if you haven't grabbed a copy, just comment the word book, BOOK. I'll send you the link. Okay, here's a question from Jose. So how, do you guys like this? I'm on IG Live and I'm on YouTube Live here. How would you handle wholesaling vacant land, Khang? So Jose, vacant land is the same. Dude, vacant land, if you're new into the game, bro, I highly recommend, Jose, that you don't start out with vacant land, bro. Okay? That you don't start out with vacant land. There's just a lot more things to learn about vacant land, and the pool of buyer is a lot smaller. So typically, when you get a vacant land under contract, dude, there's only two people you will sell it to, man. Typically, it's a developer or a builder. You know, a contractor that's looking for their first fix and flip, you're probably not, vacant land is probably not their ideal to start, right? Because with vacant land, bro, you only sell to builder or developer because there's a lot of things you need to understand, right? They need to make sure it's utility there. What can they put on that vacant piece of land, right? Unless you're a builder or developer, you look at that piece of vacant land, you know exactly what to do with it. You're right. Is it subdividable? Like how many lots can they get out of that vacant piece of land, right? How much? So typically when you're trying to sell a vacant piece of land, unless it's already in a neighborhood that there's houses around it and utilities already there, and you'll be like, hey, yeah, you can put a single family or a multi-family or whatever it is on that piece of land. But those are rare. Right? When people like wholesale vacant land, like you gotta, you just need to be more educated and your pool of buyer is smaller. So Jose, I'm not saying that you can't wholesale vacant land, dude, but if you're new into the game, I highly recommend, bro, that you just stick with single family home. Single family, duplex, triplex, fourplex, those are good. Those are still considered single family, right? But I wouldn't go with I wouldn't try to wholesale vacant land, bro. And this might be a problem with a lot of you, right? You're watching too many people, man. You know, you're watching, guys that are doing subject to creative financing, guy that are wholesaling vacant land, guy that are wholesaling mobile home park, guy that are wholesaling storage unit or flipping storage unit. I'm telling you right now, the problem with you is that you're getting too distracted into too many different things. There's many ways to make money in real estate, but the reason why you're not making money already, the reason why you're not closing deals is because you're getting distracted with too many things. You need to pick one thing. And what I teach, dude, is just straight up clean wholesaling. I don't teach you creative financing. That's like a whole nother beast. If you want to learn that, follow Pace Mobi. All right, but I teach you to just clean. Come in, lock it on the contract. 99% of investor would buy that single family home. First-time buyer would buy it. A mom and pop would buy it. A husband and wife would buy it. A general contractor looking for their first flip would buy it. It's an easy in, out, move on to the next deal. That's what I teach. That's what I'm good at. Okay? Got it? So make sure you guys do just find one thing. Just one thing you want to learn and go all into that one thing. Okay? If you want to, to me, you got to learn how to crawl before you walk. You got to learn how to walk before you run. Okay? And you got to learn how to run before you can freaking try to fly, baby. And a lot of you, dude, you skip the crawl, you skip the walk, and you just want to freaking run and fly. And that's when you're gonna, whatever rhyme would fly, you already know. Bam. Right? Dude, so what I mean is, dude, single family, right? When you can wholesale in your sleep, maybe now you want to get into the whole fix and flip game. I don't recommend it. But some of you, because lives get boring when you get so good at wholesaling, like right now I have a team of VAs just doing all the work, right? It gets boring. And that's why I get into social media, right? But I'm telling you, dude, it's the boring business that are making you the money. So I tell one of my students, I said, dude, don't get into the whole fix and flip game. It looks sexy. It looks exciting, right? But don't get into it, man. Just focus on wholesaling, and then once you start making $20,000 a month, start looking at some property that you can keep, that you can hold. And if it gets boring, dude, take the wifey on some vacation trip. Start going on some trip, man. Right? Start going on vacation trip, baby. It will become less boring, right? Just start taking trip and keep it simple. You get bored, book a vacation trip. Book a vacation trip, man. That's it. Because I'm telling you, dude, when your business becomes boring and then you start to do crazy shit, that's when you lose money. Let me tell you how to lose money really fast. You want to know how to lose money really fast? Every single new business venture that you get into, I can almost guarantee you will lose money. So if you want to lose money, try something new. Okay? And here's another way. If you want to lose money even faster, invest into things that you don't know. Those two things, bro, will guarantee you to lose money the quickest. Ask me how I know. Dude, ask me how I know. Dude, listen, I'm just a normal, average dude. I'm no special than you, all right? Whatever you're going through, dude, I've been through it. You fall for the shiny objects, same shit. Me too, all right? Me too. Dude, so like the whole crypto, I don't really understand crypto, right? The only two things that I know that can almost like very promising is Bitcoin and Ethereum. You got those, dude? Hold on to them for now, okay? I'm not giving you any advice on it, but dude, I went in there, dude, lost 400 G's. Like, dude, like the money, I'll never see it again, right? I know you only lose when you sell, but I bought some dumb coin, man. I got some coin that is gone, that vanished, bam, right? That's gone. But I'll never get it back, okay? That's because you invest in things you don't know. I was getting bored. And I was making too much money, and I was getting bored. And then I started to play, and then I do dumb shit. All right? So keep it simple. Wholesale, take that money, buy rental property, buy real estate. Number one is you will pay less tax. You pay less money to Uncle Sam when you start to own some rental property. Number two is a way to store your money. Because if you just leave it in the bank, you know that the dollar goes down in value. But now you store it in an asset that eventually will, for sure, almost guarantee to go up in value if you hold it long term. You can never lose in real estate, my friend. Like, dude, real estate is not like Bitcoin or it's not like crypto. It will never go to zero. So listen to me, dude. It will never go to zero. Okay? It's the most safest, the most tangible, the most secure investment. Okay, let me take any other questions, okay? Any other question? Ina said, be honest, man. How much money did you spend on dumb? Dude, so when I talk about dumb, like I don't see, like people, some of you might think that, hey, you bought a Ferrari. That's dumb. To me, that's not dumb, man. To me, dude, that's not dumb. To me, that is an investment. You know how much money that Ferrari has made me? A lot of money. It gets me a lot of attention. Some of my video that has baby Ferrari in it goes viral. Now, dude, my brand, my personal brand has taken the next level up. You know that when I drive my Ferrari around town, dude, you know how every single time when I stop at a gas station, you know how many people come up and say, hey, what you do for a living, dude, you can, man, people need to understand this, okay? If you can afford to buy a supercar and you are into car, I highly suggest that you should buy it because it's an investment. Let me share with you why. I don't care if you wear Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Burberry, raspberry, strawberry. Dude, it doesn't matter what berry you're wearing. All right? What Gucci or Louis, what diamond, what Rollie you're wearing. If you sit in a Honda and you all designer out and you walk out of the car, the people that see you, all right, people will judge, man. People only see you as the person that try to look rich, but it's not actually rich. Dude, Instagram family and YouTube, comment in the chat and let me know. Nobody would walk up to you walking out a Honda wearing all designer clothes. Nobody, I can almost guarantee you, nobody will walk up to you and ask you what you do for a living. Nobody will. Dude, if you wear sandals, shorts, freaking Old Navy shirt, walking out of a Lambo, walking out of a Ferrari, walking out of a Bugatti, I can almost guarantee you, dude, everybody wants to know what you do. And that's where you get a pitch. You'll be like, well, and this is something I learned, that when people ask me what I do, I don't say that I do real estate anymore. You know what? So this is something I learned because people said, when you say that, it doesn't really do anything. So what you need to do is you need to say, hey, you know what? I teach people how to make at least $20,000 a month flipping contract, wholesaling houses, flipping a house that they never need to buy and they don't have to fix it up. They'll be like, wait, what? How? That's when I get to go in and be like, hey, well, you want to learn more? Follow me on Instagram. You can follow me on TikTok, YouTube, or become my students, right? So I get to come in. I get to land my pitch. And when you walk, like, dude, I wear an Old Navy shirt. I wear Old Navy driving a Rari. And the guy's like, dude, I got this one guy that came up to me and said, he said, dude, you wear an Old Navy and you drive a Ferrari? He said, so what do you do? I said, that's right. I said, I don't care for designer clothes, man. But, buying a supercar has always been my dream as a little kid. And then I came in and I pitched him. And then he said, hey, so how can I follow you? Bam, follow me on Instagram. 3 months later, consume enough of my content. He likes my accent. Became a student. Made money already. Like, dude, am I right or am I wrong? Let's be real. And some of you, dude, you care more about designer clothes than your bank account. When you go to the bank to get a loan, they don't care about what you wear. They don't care about what you drive. But what you drive could represent a lot. When you roll up to a bank in a Rari versus a Honda, you don't need to do a whole lot of talking, man. You don't need to do a whole lot of talking. And it's not just the bank, it's wherever you go. But some of you, dude, like, you worry about the wrong shit. When I go to the bank, they don't ask me, hey, Khang, spell this. Could you read this? How's your grammars? And that's what and some of you, that's what you worry about, man. Oh, man, this guy has an accent. Dude, I go to the bank, show them my bank account. All they need to know is what's your credit score. And if you have a business, they need to know your profit and loss statement and your balance sheet. Your balance sheet. Some of you, dude, you've been in college for 4 years, 8 years. You don't even know what a balance sheet is. You don't even know what a profit and loss statement is. You don't even know what your credit score is. And dude, in the real world, those are the 3 most important things that you need if you want to get a loan with the bank. And you don't even know. College doesn't even teach you how to get good credit. Come on, man. Shit, bro. And that's why there's your boy King Khang, teaching you what's the most important thing in the real world. The last time that I got a loan, man, to buy a house, they do not ask me, hey, Khang, do you have a college or do you have a high school diploma? Do you have a college degree? Right? Wait, do you have any designer clothes? None of that shit was none. They didn't ask me none of that shit. All right? So a lot of you, dude, you need to get your mindset straight and you need to get your money right. And let me tell you guys why I'm on the live stream right now on a Sunday. I didn't want to do this, but I said, damn, Uncle G is hustling. Uncle G is going live on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, freaking TikTok. He's everywhere. Dude, the guy's a billionaire and he's hustling. I was like, damn, dude, I got to go get that money. All right. Let me take a few more questions, man. Let's rock and roll. Instagram family, dude, if you guys can give this live stream a share, YouTube family, it would truly means the world to me. But let's go ahead and add some more value to you. You know what? Since I got you guys on here, let me share with you the 3 reasons why you're not rich yet. Do you know that? Does anyone on here knows this is the 3 reasons why you're not rich yet? You're not making millions of dollars a year yet. You know what that is? Let me tell you. And tell me, just let's be real. If you don't agree with me, just comment. Comment and say, hey, Khang, I don't agree with you. Well, then I need you to explain why. All right? And I need to see your bank account. Okay, number 1, dude, is you only have one stream of income, and that is your J-O-B. That is the number 1 reason why. Okay? You're not rich yet because you only have one stream of income, and you're not going to get rich by working at a J-O-B. Who do you know personally? I'm not saying someone online. All right? Who do you know personally that you can pick up the phone and call them that actually became a millionaire, that got rich working at a J-O-B? Who do you know? Who do you know? Nobody. That's right. So you need to get your mindset straight, man. Okay? Which means you ain't going to get rich working at that J-O-B, man. All it's going to get you, dude, is the 401, the K, and then you have to slave away until you're 65. Okay? That's what it's going to get you, okay? Number 2, man. Some of you fall into one of these 3. I can guarantee you. And I'm going to show you how to break it. Man, break that curse, baby. Okay? Break that curse. Okay, number 2 is that you have too many jobs. Dude, I went on YouTube Live the last week. This guy said, Khang, I got 2 jobs. Bro, that's your problem. It's not about working harder, man. But you got to also work smarter. Having 2 jobs, dude, ain't going to get you ahead in life. It's not going to get you ahead in life. So I told him you need to pick 1 job that pay you the most, not 1 job that you're passionate about. I said, screw your passion. F your passion. Who care about your passion, man? A lot of you, dude, you're like, oh, man, Khang, it's my passion. If your passion don't pay for your lifestyle, then you need to get something, then it's just a hobby. That's what I tell, dude. Listen, let me say that one more time. If your passion don't pay for your lifestyle, then it's just a hobby. You need to find some other shit to do, man, that can make you a lot of money, man. Focus on getting that money right first. So I told him, dude, you need to quit one of them so you can have time, man, to build your own biz. Because if you're working 16 hours a day, come on, man. How are you going to have time to build your own business and make yourself rich? So it's not, dude, my parents used to work 3 jobs. Makes less than what I make in a week, right? So it's not about that. Okay, so number 2 is too many jobs, too many side hustle, and too many business. Dude, I can tell you guys, I would say 7 out of 10 of you, if Instagram, comment in and let me know if you're number 1, number 2, or I'm about to share with you number 3. But number 2, dude, too many jobs, too many side hustle, and too many business. Dude, some of you, you're running too many business at the same time. Because you keep on thinking about multiple stream of income. Let me clarify this, okay? Let me clarify this. Dude, every self-made millionaires, self-made, I'm not talking about born in a rich family that was given a couple hundred G's or $1 million to start their business. Dude, I'm talking about self-made millionaires, people who started from the bottom. They all became a millionaire with uno. All right? I'm speaking Spanish too for those of you who don't understand. Uno stream no. Dude, they got rich. They became a millionaire with one stream of income. You see, there's a saying that energy flow where your focus goes. And whatever you put your most focus and attention on, that's where the money is going to grow, baby. And some of you, dude, you're running 3 business and you're making 2,000 here or side hustle. So many of you got a J-O to B, then you got 2 side hustle or 3 different side hustle. You're making 2,000 here, 1,000 here, 500 here. But all of those consume all of your time because you're running too many different things, right? So each one of them require a lot of your time. So 1, you're not efficient. And then 2 is you're not dude, just ask yourself this question. When you're running so many different side hustle and business, have you make $20,000 a month from it? I mean, consistently. $100,000 a month from it? Probably not. I can almost guarantee you, probably not, man. You're making 2,000 here, 1,000 here. You know, you got the e-com store going. Some of you got the Amazon drop shipping going. Then you got the crypto going. Then you got your wholesaling going. You know, and then you got your, I don't know what you're flipping Pokemon card. Like, you know, you're doing too many things, man. You're diversifying your attention. You're not ready to diversify. You need to pick one thing and go all into that one thing. So here's how you break that number 2 curse, man. Once again, every self-made millionaire that I know, what they do, when they started, just like you right now, they started from the J-O to B. And then when they get home, they started the side hustle, which means they pick a business that they want to get into that eventually they want to build a business out of. So they took the money from the JOB income. They live below their mean. They live frugal. Dude, every millionaire that I know that actually got the money to show, I'm telling you, dude, you're not, like when you see them in the streets, you're not going to know they're a millionaire. The car that they drive, you're not going to know they're a millionaire, man. The way that they shop, you're not going to know they're a millionaire, man. They go to the clearance section, dude. They're very frugal. They're very smart with their money. And that's how they take they take them extra money from the J-O to B and they fund. They just freaking pump it into their business to grow it. And then eventually, once that side hustle starts to pick up a lot of money, dude, they quit their J-O to B and then they go all in to taking that hustle into a actual business. And they just go all into that one business, right? Until that business makes them $1 million. And then from there, they diversify now because they understand, dude, right? They diversify. And let me share with you, dude, what's the best way to diversify once you have already has a legit business or skill down? Who wants to know that? Like, dude, I'm going to share with you this hack that I wish that I would have known this 10, 12 years ago. Because this is how you diversify, and this is how you diversify smartly. So this is how you build an extra 4, 5, 6 different stream of income based off of that one business, based off that one skills that you got. I don't care if you are a landscaper. I don't care if you are a painter. Let's say you have your own painting company. You have your own landscaping company. The next thing is not to go and say, hey, the next thing is not to like, hey, let me go and learn how to day trade. Now that I made my millions, I got time. No, don't do that, dude. Don't do that. If you want to lose money, do that. You know what you need to do? You need to start creating content. You need to start building a brand around what you're doing, around your business. Dude, so many things are going to happen. You're going to get attention. You're going to now draw in even more business. But all you're doing is you're just teaching people to do what you have already done and are good at. How do you guys not understand this, man? So for you, okay, listen, for you to start a business, you would start at ground zero, right? Because you know nothing, right? You have to go learn, educate yourself, etc., right? Now imagine if you master that skill, and then you went and learned a whole new different business, start a whole new different business. Guess what you're doing? You start at ground zero again. Dude, it's exhausting. It's time consuming. Like you would have to learn all this little thing over again, right? But imagine if you're just teaching people what you already done for the past 5 years, the past 10 years. You're not all you, so which means you're not really doing a lot of new things. You're just teaching people what you have already learned. And then now you're gonna here are the income, here are the revenue stream of income you're gonna start open up. One, now that you got attention and you built your own brand, it can now come off as you're gonna start getting affiliate. Let's just say you're a landscaper, and people are like, damn, dude, hey, you know what? I got this product here I love for you to promote. Let me pay you $5,000. Bam! You just created a $5,000 from sponsor, right? You sponsorship. Dude, you can now become an affiliate. You know, for me, let's just say that there are, software that I use. For those of you who want to know what software I use, if you're on Instagram, comment the word data. Like now I can be like, hey, this is the software that my company's using right now to make all of our money from wholesaling by finding distressed property off market. Like for those of you who's trying to like submit offer that's on the MLS, dude, you're just competing with thousands of investors. What you need to do is how do you find your own off-market deals where you're the only one who's talking to the seller? That's how you get the best deal. So if you're on Instagram, comment the word data, right? So now for everyone that signs up, I make money from it. Bam! Just created for me another stream of income, affiliate marketing. Dude, I'm literally giving you guys everything right now. Like I'm not holding anything back. I don't even think like I should think right now, right? Like I need to think what I need to say, but I don't. I'm just freaking no filter, sharing everything with you right now. Bam, next thing, dude. All of a sudden, people follow you. They'll be like, damn, dude, I want to learn what you do. I have no skill. I don't know what business to start. I have no skill set. I love to learn how to wholesale. Bam. Also now becomes a student, right? Dude, we got so many students on my Wholesale Community Academy. If you're on Instagram, and you want to learn how to wholesale, and you be like, hey, Khang, I love to work with you and your team. Comment the word help. I'll send you the link for the free training, right? And now you can do students, you can do coaching, you can do one-on-one, you can do consulting, right? You can charge people per hour because maybe some people just be like, hey, I just have a personal question for you. Bam, charge them for an hour, charge them for 30 minutes. You just literally, dude, create 4, 5 different other streams of income based off of one thing that you do. That's how you do it, my friend. That's how millionaires become multimillionaires in today's world. The quickest. That is the quickest to go from a million, dude, to multimillionaires, dude. Is to build a brand, and it will create you different stream of income based off the same thing that you do. That's it. Okay. Let me take some question, and then I got to head home because I think Lon wants me to be home. But honestly, if only if you guys implement everything that I share with you here, you know what? I'm not going to even hold back. Let me share this let me share this one last thing with you. If I knew what I knew today, you guys listen up here because this is a game changer. This is going to help you go from $0 to $1 million the quickest. The absolute quickest in 2024 and beyond this. Social media has become so powerful that it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Eventually, people do just all, right? A lot of people are not even watching TV. A lot of people are not even watching celebrity movies. They're watching other influencer. Okay, so if I know what I know today, I shouldn't say this, all right? But I'm going to say it. If I knew what I knew today, I would not focus on growing my wholesaling business from $0 to $100,000 a month. I would not do it. All I'm going to focus on is how can I learn and master the skills to the point where I can make $20,000 a month. That's it. If I can make $20,000 a month and I can master and learn how to wholesale and master the skills in the same time, after I do that, dude, I'm going to start building my brand. And I'm going to be like, hey, I can show you how to make $20,000 a month. Bam. Create all that. Now, once again, you start build up the following. Dude, it's going to open up many other streams of income. You make $20,000 from your wholesaling. Then you get, $10K from affiliate, $10K from students, $10K from coaching, $10K. Dude, it's going to be like, bam. You will hit that 50, 60, 70, 100K a month a lot quicker. In my opinion, it's either that or I just love social media. But I do believe that is the quickest way to get to $100,000 a month, $1 million a year. No, what? Nobody's going to say that. Right? So I just want to learn how to master the game, get to $20,000 a month, whatever it is you're doing. All right. Very general advice. That's a big ass nothing sandwich. Oh, come on, man. See, the thing is, people be like, dude, that is pretty normal advice. My question back to you is, what have you done? Oh, dude, Khang, it's so normal. Well, what have you done? Have you done it? If you haven't done it and you're looking for something more complicated, dude, you haven't even done shit. I'm giving you something where it's actionable. It's easy. It's simple. But have you done it? That's the question. But you're looking for something more crazy. You haven't even done the simple shit that I just shared, dude. Okay, for example, let's say, hey, go drive for dollars. Have you done it? Oh, it's so simple, Khang. Everybody talks about it. Have you done it? Like, dude, have you done it? If you haven't even crawled, I tell you to crawl. You haven't even crawled yet. And you're trying to walk, you're trying to run, you're going to fail. So, dude, check this out. One of my students, he's 18. All right, he's 18. He said, Khang, by the time I'm 23, I want to make a couple $100,000 a month. And I said, bro, and he said, Khang, I'm so afraid to fail. And we freaking dig deep. And I said, dude, what are you afraid of? Like, what's your fear? He said, I'm afraid that when I'm 23, I'm not making a couple $100,000 a month. I said, bro, if that's how you think, because your thoughts dictate your action, and your action, dude, will dictate your result. And I said, dude, if that's how you think, you will lose. You will fail. You will fail, man. Because, dude, what he's doing, dude, is he's trying to race against time. And when you're trying to race against time, dude, one, you're going to make bad choices. Two, you're going to run out of patience. And all you do is you're searching for the get rich quick, and you will lose money and you will fail. Dude, with that mindset, I almost can guarantee you will fail. So this is what I told him to do, dude. So he's afraid that, Khang, all these time that I invest in, I'm afraid, I'm afraid that, hey, but what if I'm 20? What if I turn 20 and I only make $10,000 a month? Dude, do you know how many 20-year-olds make $10,000 a month? Dude, when I was 19, I was making $8.50 an hour. Come on, man. Dude, I didn't get into real estate until I was 27. He discovered wholesaling when he was 18. Which means he's what? He's already almost 10 years ahead of me. And dude, with that kind of mindset, let me tell you guys why you will lose, man. So I said, dude, what you need to do is you need to focus on, dude, inch by inch is a cinch. Yard by yard will be hard. In my country, there's a saying. If you're Vietnamese, you know this. And if you don't, you're about to know. You're about to learn. In my country, there's a saying. Một bước không tới, mà tính cho xe. Let me say it again. Một bước không tới, mà còn tính cho xe. Which means, dude, I tell him, dude, if you haven't made 10,000, that's what you should focus on, dude. Dude, you should focus on getting your first deal. Just put your visor down. Stop watching all these social media, all these 20-something-year-old, because you're now comparing yourself and you're not like, you're not basically challenge, like, you should need to improve yourself instead of trying to like compete with other out there, right? Just focus on you. Okay. My Instagram, I think I went over an hour and something, so they shut it off. So I told him, dude, if you haven't closed your first deal, focus on your first deal. If you haven't made 100,000, focus on making $100,000 first. Once you get to 100,000, the next thing is, hey, how can I double this? So play it now. You're gonna play the double game. Next year, you'll be like, hey, how can I double that? 200,000. From that, hey, next year, how can I go from 200,000 to 400,000? Once again, dude, inch by inch, it's a cinch. Yard by yard will be hard. When you rush, you will lose. Okay? And then, dude, I said, hey, what if you don't make 100,000 a month by the time you're 20, 30? What if you do that by the time you're 25? What if you do that by the time you're 27? Are you cool with that? He said, yeah. Well, there you go, bro. A lot of times you guys don't understand this, but some of you, dude, you overestimate what you can do in a year, and you underestimate what you can do in 10 years. There's a saying that it takes 10 years for an overnight success. All right, Lon's calling me. I appreciate each and every single one of you that are here. Once again, for those of you who wants to work with me and my team, you're like, hey, Khang, I'm trying to learn the game, how to wholesale, but I still haven't got my deal done. And you need some coaching, go to coachwithkhang.com. Book a call with my team. Love to see you inside of my Wholesale to Million Academy. Also, too, is ask my team about my Academy Plus, which means I'm willing to now accept 5 students where I'm willing to take you on one-on-one. Okay, so book a call with my team and you can ask them more about that. But that is a larger price tag, way more expensive. Thanks, you guys. Hope you guys had a great day. Until next time, take care. And let's go get this money. I'm out.